Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Fuel the Adrenaline Outdoors. I'm Noah Crail, and today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the Buddy Flex heater by Mr. Heater, and also some 20-pound tank attachments. I hope this video serves as a reference to someone that may be on the fence of purchasing this heater or not. I know this heater has a lot to offer, and we're going to be going over some of those things in this video. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. So as I stated in the beginning, this is going to be an unboxing / review type of video. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with Mr. Heater in any way. This is just me giving my honest opinion to you guys about this product and what I like about it, what I dislike about it, what I think that should be done better with it. But without further ado, guys, let's dig right in. I got a knife here, and we'll get to unboxing this. So. Alright, so on top I see some directions here. We have a AAA battery that's included. I should probably read these later. But our heater looks pretty simple here. We're going to get it out of the box. Check it out, guys. There it is. Let's get it out of the bag here. And there she is. Super lightweight. Really nice and compact. Look at that thing. Right off the bat, I noticed some compartment doors. This looks like a empty compartment for storage. Also, there's one on this side too. That's some kind of auxiliary hookup, it looks like. And there's another compartment right here. I see a battery where our AAA battery must go there. So let me read these directions and see what we got to do here in order to set this thing up, guys, and I'll get back to you here. It looks pretty simple. I don't think there's going to be much setup, but let me see what these have to say, and I'll get right back with you. So after some close examination of these instructions, I mean close examination, this thing's pretty easy to use, guys. Simply, you screw a propane tank on the back, you hit the igniter button, and the thing takes off. But the only preparation thing we're gonna have to do with this is install this AAA battery they supplied. We're gonna get this out of the bag here. We're gonna spin our heater around here. So on this left side compartment here, you'll find that we have our auxiliary port. That's for the Buddy Flex heater that's available. I didn't end up getting the heater, but right above that you have the battery compartment, and this comes right out here. And we're gonna install this AAA battery. Now what this is our igniter. This powers our igniter. So we'll put this cover back, close it up, and if we hit this red button, we should hear our igniter if we listen. Yep, there it is. So that's all working properly. Awesome. The only thing that wasn't included is a 1-pound propane tank. You can find these things anywhere from your sporting goods store to Walmart to, I don't even know where else you can find these things, but I bought a couple at Walmart. I stock up usually before each ice season, and I'm just gonna take the cap off here, and I'll show you how we're gonna screw this in the back. And again, guys, this is the first option I'm gonna go over today. I did end up getting the 20-pound tank conversion. I have a 20-pounder inside here. Not the best to have them inside, but for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna be burning this long, so we'll get that out of here pretty soon. But we're gonna start off with the 1-pound propane tank here. We're gonna screw it on the back of our heater like so. Make sure it's totally secure on there, guys, and then it's gonna flip in just like that. Nice flat look on the back. Check it out. So lighting this thing is a breeze. Simply, we're going to, on each side here, you'll see this is the heater side, and this is our accessory side here. So if we have the optional burner, we'd flip it to that, and then that's how you ignite the burner. But for our sake, we're gonna put this on pilot, and we're gonna hold down And what that's gonna do is that's gonna like prime our system with propane. And then we're gonna hit the ignite button. So I don't know if you saw that or not, guys, but I was having a real hard time lighting this thing. First time out of the box, I thought it would light like that, but I even read the directions thoroughly this time, and there's nothing said about a startup procedure or, you know, bleeding lines or anything like that. I held the pilot there for like a couple minutes expecting it to take right off, but it took a little bit longer than expected. But now I got it to light pretty nice. I think propane's throughout the whole system, so let me light it up here for you. Same process, put it on the pilot there, hold it down, hit our ignite button, and right there's our flame we were looking for. All right, so here I have you at a different angle. Let me just show you how easy this is supposed to light. So I'm gonna put it down on pilot, hit our ignition button, and boom, there's our flame. All right, so I'm not quite sure what that original startup process, why it was giving us so much grief there. Please let us know in the comments if you have ever run into something like that with your Buddy Flex. But it seems to be going good now. We got our pilot still lit here. It's burning nice. No extra noises or anything. So I guess we're gonna put the heat on now. I'm gonna rotate our dial onto the lowest setting. I hear the gas flowing, and there's our heat. You'll see our mesh burner has a light orange glow to it. That's our heating element. It feels nice and toasty from right here. But let's go and crank it up to the highest setting. You'll see that orange glow gets a little more defined, and it's throwing off a good amount of heat, guys. I got my face all the way back here and I can feel it. It's making some sort of a hissing noise from the back, but I think that's supposed to do that. That's the propane running from the tank into the system. And I don't see anything else leaking, burning, smelling. I don't smell anything wrong. So let's let it burn for a few minutes and see how we are. And so far, so good. So while the heater burns a little bit, I'm going to reiterate, I'm burning the 1 pound tanks here. These could get it costly, guys. So I would recommend looking into an alternative like hooking this thing up to a 20 pound tank if you have the means to. I just bought a couple of these at Walmart the other day, and I think 2 of them were $9, somewhere around there. So I guess you could look up the burn time and see how much. I guess probably you could get a couple hours worth of burn time out of these things, but just to be more efficient, I would recommend, you know, bringing a 20 pound tank on the ice with you, in the woods with you, whatever you're going to use this heater for, to burn in a more efficient way. And then you could always get the 20 pounders refilled. I know you could refill these. You got to get the adapter to the 20 and refill these and carry them in the woods with you. And I would just recommend getting a hose kit, be done with it. But so far, so good. It's been burning for a few minutes here. Something I'd like to point out is on the sides of this thing. Check out right here. We have an accessory door. You'll see right here is our accessory port. Buddy makes a heater, like I said before, and what you do is you hook your hose up there, quick attach, and that goes to your heater, and you can run your heater off these 1 pound tanks or the 20 pounders for cooking purposes, like when you're hiking or camping or ice fishing, stuff like that. This is our battery compartment. I think I pointed this out earlier. Take that out. There's our battery that powers our igniter. Well, let me put this back here. And then the rest you could use for storage in there, for storing tackle or supplies or something like that. So on this side of our Buddy Flex, you'll see there's another storage compartment. Taking a look in here, you'll see it's open storage, open compartment. You could pretty much stick anything in there, maybe some extra batteries for the igniter, maybe some fishing tackle, maybe a little bit of food in there. I don't know, whatever you could fit in there. Pretty awesome storage compartment. And it simply just latches like that. So taking a look at the back of our buddy heater, you'll see on our control panel, the right side, we have our accessory modes. And then on the left side, you'll see we have our heater controls. These accessory modes are for the optional side burner, which I do not have at this moment. But for right now, our heater is in between the low and high setting. You'll see that it's producing some awesome heat still. And then just with the simple turn of a dial, we could turn it up and down. We could also turn our heater all the way down to just have our pilot light lit. And then we could turn it completely off. Push down a little bit and our heater is completely off. I'm gonna show you quickly how to light our buddy heater. Simply push down, rotate to the ignition setting, hit our pilot light. Our pilot is lit. Let slowly off our button and then rotate to whatever setting you desire. So our heater's been running for a good while, guys, now, and I have ran into no other problems. We're putting out some nice heat. I'm gonna turn it up to the maximum setting, turn it back down to the lower setting. I've been fluctuating it here for the past, what have we been here, half hour, 45 minutes, and it's putting off some awesome heat, that's for sure. Next, I'm gonna go over some things I like, some things I dislike. One thing I like is its compact size. I could carry this thing on the ice with me. I could carry this thing in the woods with me up into the tree stand. It's super versatile. It has a bunch of different uses and it's super compact, so it's like not even there. I do like that aspect about it. Another thing I like is the heat that it's putting out. I had a little buddy heater I used to carry around with me and that was awesome. It got the job done, but man, this is putting off so much more heat and everywhere, like directional. I get heat over here off to the side, I truly like that about it. Some things I dislike about it. Not gonna lie, that initial startup process, I don't know what was going on there, but that I did not like. I don't know what that was. I don't know if you guys had a similar instance, but that kind of scared me a little bit. That and the other thing I didn't like was just how I have to carry some extra batteries with me. I would hate to get out somewhere where it's super cold and I'm looking forward to some heat and the igniter button not working or I forget batteries or a lighter, I would hate to be in that situation and not have heat. So that means I just have to carry some extra batteries with me, just another thing to carry. But I guess we could just tuck them in that side compartment over there and we should be all right. Other than that, I have no complaints. This thing is awesome. I can't wait to put it to use this ice fishing season. So without any further ado, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut this down and I'm gonna go over the couple extra things, the 20-pound conversion parts I have for this thing, and we're gonna light it up off the 20-pounder. So stay tuned, guys, and stay warm. Alrighty, so our buddy heater is shut down for right now. We went ahead and disconnected our 1-pound propane tank, and I went ahead and grabbed first item is our fuel filter. Trying to get a part number here. Part number F273699. That's our first part, and our second part is the 12-foot propane hose assembly, and that part number is F272702. Let's unbox these things, guys. I went with the longer hose because I planned on using this thing in my ice fishing shack, and I want to be able to just leave the tank in my sled and run the heater inside the shack. So let's take this filter out as well. Taking a look at our filter here, you'll see there's a little rubber hose on the one side for protection. You want to make sure you take that off and discard of it. Next, we're going to take our filter element and we're going to screw this up inside our buddy heater. This is normally where our 1-pound propane tank would go. The purpose of this filter is to protect our buddy heater against any contaminants from the big 20-pound propane tank. It is recommended by them that you use some sort of filtering element to filter out the propane. Next, we're going to take our 12-foot hose, insert this end into our filter. Making sure everything's tight. We're going to take our other end and insert it into our propane tank. So our hose is attached to our 20-pound tank. It runs all the way up into the filter element into the back of our heater, and then the filter element then screwed up into where our 1-pound tanks go. Not gonna lie to you guys, this is an honest review, honest video here. It took me the same amount of time to start this thing up with the 1 pound tank as the 20 pound tank. I don't know if it's a common thing, but it gave me so much grief starting up. I had to hold down on that start button, and the pilot did not want to light. So please let me know in the comments if you guys ran into the same situation or if you guys have the same problem. But I mean, we have a pilot light now. It lights up pretty good now. Like if I were to shut the heater off and then turn it back on, bam, we get a quick response right there. So I'm thinking maybe it takes, a good couple minutes to get the propane flowing in the system and give it a good priming. But without any further ado, I'm going to turn the heater on to the lowest setting. And we have heat. Awesome. Our heater element is nice and orange. Turn it all the way up to high. Putting out the same nice heat. I can feel it all the way back here. So that's pretty awesome. I do like the capability of hooking up to a 20 pound tank. It's just, easier to carry out on the ice. I'm gonna throw that in a milk crate with me and just put it in my sled and take it out there with me. And all I have to worry about is a hose. I don't have to be worrying about, these tanks flopping everywhere and having to change them out, every couple hours. So I'm happy it lit, guys. Let's let this burn for a couple more minutes, and I'll give you my final thoughts and final word on this thing. So before I conclude this video, I just want to give you guys a couple length, width, height measurements, as well as an overall weight measurement. I know these factors might be a concern of yours, and I'm here to provide you with that information. So total length of this thing, looking at 13.5 inches long. Total width, we're looking at 9 inches wide. And let's get a height here. With the handle folded down, it's about 14.5 inches, 14.5 inches high. Lastly, I'm gonna grab our fish scale here. Gonna zero it out, hook it on the one handle here of our heater. And we have 11 pounds, 14 ounces, roughly 12 pounds right out of the box, guys. As you can see, I do not have a tank hooked up. That's just bare heater right out of the box. Roughly 12 pounds we're looking at. So I hope you found that information a little bit valuable. And I'm gonna give you my final thoughts, and yeah, let's go from there. So here we are. I had a great time today reviewing the Buddy Flex heater by Mr. Heater. Just those concerns I had about the startup times after I swapped fuel sources. I don't know why it took longer than expected. Maybe it's a heater thing, maybe it's a me thing. I might need some more patience to let that gas start flowing. I expect things to happen like this, but maybe I have to give it some more time. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. And other than that, this is an awesome product. I really am gonna enjoy the omnidirectional heating element. So somebody could be, getting some heat on this side, somebody can get some heat in the front, and then somebody could be over here getting some heat. It's definitely a big step up from my other Buddy heater. I just had the one pane, gas Buddy heater that you can only get heat from in the front. So this might be a different story in the ice fishing hut. I do like how I could use it inside. It's safe for indoor use, so I do recommend getting a carbon monoxide detector as well if you're going to be using this inside. But I could put this in my ice fishing hut. I could put it in my hunting blind, and we'd be in there staying nice and warm. So I'm really pumped about this product. I'm really pumped to use it on the ice this season. And yeah, I highly recommend it to you. If you're on the fence, give the Buddy Flex heater a try by Mr. Heater. So I want to take this time to thank you so much for tuning into this episode. This is a more review style episode. We're going to be putting these products to the test in the field on this ice fishing season. I know we do a lot of outdoor stuff on the channel here, and just waiting for some ice to form, boys and girls. So it's been a mild winter here in Pennsylvania so far. Some years we'd be on the ice already, ice fishing, jigging, but this year it's been a warm one. So fingers crossed, hopefully January, February, we get some lakes to lock up here, and we'll get out there for you and get some content rolling. So, but thank you for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.